how is it that ye sought me? Was ye not that I must be about my father's business? Call Hulayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakat, Chodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone and Rule Well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures to the do so. Luke chapter 2, verse 49. And he, Yahushai, said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Was ye not that I must be about my father's business? And that's the type of mental mindset we should have. We should be about Yahweh, why Yahushai's business, man. Okay, we were called to do the bidding, the will, the pleasure of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So we got to stay locked in. We got to stay focused, man. You know, just like you hear the Red Pill and other, podcast platforms, they always talking about they on their purpose. See, our purpose, man, is to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai first and foremost. And our purpose, Salaki, our purpose is to prophesy, is to strive for the truth unto death, if that be our lot. So Salaki, Esau booty be out, but we back. So again, Luke chapter 2, verse 49. And Yahushua said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Was ye not that I must be about my father's business? Okay, because this truth is our life, and our life is this truth. The Lord has called us for a very, very important task, a very, very important position in this captivity in society, man. Okay, so we have to take that calling serious to diligently Salakia, work, show forth the devotion, the effort, the dedication to make the calling and election sure, man. Because we're working to be selected, elected by and from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which is of the predestinated lot, man. So our purpose, okay, men and women, especially the men that are the teachers, the prophets, etc. Our purpose is the purpose of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Let's let the Bible talk. So this is the book of Sirach. Bear with me. Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, shall fight for thee. So strive for the truth unto death, man. Okay, because it also states in various other precepts, okay, that Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai stated that, their works do follow them. In the book of Revelation, and also in the book of First Thessalonians chapter 4, those that die in Yahushua HaMashiach shall rise up first, man. And also referring to the book of Ezekiel, maybe chapter 18 or chapter 33, Salaki. It says, when we seek righteousness and continue to seek righteousness, our transgressions, our errors, our iniquities shall not be mentioned. And that's what we're doing. And also stating in the book of 2nd Esdras, I believe, chapter 2 or maybe chapter 3, it says, we stood boldly for the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, because we're about our Father's business. We're about His purpose, because His purpose is our purpose. And let me grab another precept real quick, okay? Because if that means, Salaki, I'm excited. If that means we're about Yahweh, why Yahushua's purpose, so what does that mean also, Aki and Akwa? What does that mean? What does that mean? First and foremost, there's no divisions amongst us. So what else does that mean? Let's grab a couple precepts to prove the point. Let's let the Bible talk. Okay? So this is the book of St. John, chapter 17, verse, I'm going to go directly to the point, verse 11. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to thee, Holy Father. Now, hold on one second. Now, Yahushua, when he was saying this whole chapter is a prayer. Now, when he's saying this, he's talking about physically being here, because he's here with us right now in spirit and in truth. Yahushua is with us in general, period. And there's also various precepts to prove that point. Okay, when he was talking to the disciples, he said, I will be with you wherever you go. Roughly paraphrasing, but continuing on. St. John 17, verse 11. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to thee, Holy Father, keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. So what is that talking about? That's talking about to agree, to literally, to be one mind. Okay, to again agree on everything, have no divisions. It's slipping my tongue. It's right on my tongue, but I can't even say it. To be on one accord. Okay, as it says in the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, one faith, one baptism, one truth. Okay, so that's to be one with Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. We agree on everything. There's no divisions. There's this beautiful song that we're saying. This beautiful song that we're singing. The melody is on point. It's not off. Nobody's singing this beautiful song flat. Okay, only the predestinated elect, which we hope and pray to be, they're going to sing this song in one tune. They're going to see eye to eye. Okay, matter of fact, let's grab another precept to prove that point. Book of Romans. Hey, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Thumb, Hashem Kakadash, you beloved Akim. Well, Akwaf, I thought I had you as a moderator on here, brother. I'm about to put you back. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Put you back. All right, so this is Romans 15. And this all goes into us having the same purpose, man. Because, again, our purpose is Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's purpose, man. Okay? Because, we're seeking for righteousness to flourish and prosper upon the earth, man. We're seeking for us to go back to our home, man. For what we read in the book of Tobit and also Revelation of how our land is going to be constructed, the majesty, the beauty of our land, man. We're eager, yearning to see that. And we're also eager and yearning to be reconnected with Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, man. To receive those new bodies, to have our nation, realigned, reconnected back together, to, have that true love, man, to have structure, to be able to enjoy our kids, to be able to enjoy our women, to actually pair bond and have sex with our women, man, to actually experience sex. And what are all these things? Righteousness. Because righteousness is not flourishing upon the earth. Wickedness, perverseness, corruption, contamination, evil, and we don't want to, it's vexing, but we patiently endure and suffer this nightmare. So this is the book of Romans 15, verse 5. Now the Most High of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one toward another, according to Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So when Yahweh Shai said for us to be one, again, like-minded, no divisions, we agree. There's no hiccups or confusion about the doctrine, which is the 144% truth, according to the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. So with us being one with Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, in the mental and spiritual state, we hope to be one with Yahweh by Yahweh Shai physically. For everything to be fully accomplished, fully granted to our nation, especially to those of us that are sacrificing ourselves. Because as it states in various precepts, I believe 2 Peter chapter 3, and also the book of Hebrews, what we're doing is not in vain. The Lord is not going to forget our devotion, our labor of love, man. Because, love is an action word. We don't have the mentality of Esau where he said, oh, I love you. But yet he's taking a knife and he stabbed you in your throat while he's looking right at you. And you're like, what the fuck you doing, Bronson? It's not me, it's the knife. And he's just stabbing the fuck out of you. But yet while he's doing that, he tells you he loves you. He tells you he loves you, but yet he puts forth all these policies to oppress you. He tells you he loves you, but yet as y'all just saw, you should be keeping up with the news. The UN, matter of fact, I'm gonna play a video real quick. The UN just had a debate, well, not a debate, a discussion, and they voted on what was the most horrific, terrible thing that was ever done. The true Holocaust, which is the transatlantic slave trade. And there was 3 nations that voted, against it. 25 other nations just opted out not to vote at all. But the 3 ones that made their voice known that they voted against it was who? Babylon, America. Who else? The Jewish people. Who else? Argentina. Okay? So this man is showing more and more that he don't, excuse my language, he don't give a fuck about you. But what is Ham trying to do? Because Ham was the one speaking on it. I'm gonna grab this video real quick so y'all can watch this video, and then we're gonna get back to the edification. So let me get to it real quick. Bear with me. Because I was gonna do a lesson on it, but you know what? I'll just play it right now. I don't want to write this out. I might do a lesson on it still, but let me see here real quick. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb so nothing pops up. Okay, I got it. Bear with me. All right, I'm gonna change the camera view so y'all can see it. Okay.
First step towards healing is truth. The truth about the story of the transatlantic slave trade.
And fair use. I do not own this. I'm not making no money off of this. Fair use. Section 107. I'm using this for educational purposes only. Fair use.
Must be told. And this resolution, the first step towards healing is truth. The truth about the story of the transatlantic slave trade must be told. And this resolution at the United Nations is the first step. And we expect that with the consultations we've done and the endorsement of the AU, that finally the truth about the transatlantic slave trade being the gravest injustice and crime against humanity would be acknowledged.
First and foremost, crime against the Hebrew Israelites, not against humanity, against the Hebrew Israelites. Let's get it right, Ham.
The adoption of this resolution will not erase history, but it will acknowledge it. The trafficking in enslaved Africans and racialized chattel enslavement.
We're not Africans. Even Hamites are not Africans. Leo Scipio Africanus, that is a so-called white man, which is an Edomite. That's his name. We are not fucking Africans. And neither are so-called Africans. They're Hamites. Let's get that correct. Israelites. Salah.
Were foundational crimes that have shaped the modern world. And their consequences continue to manifest in structural inequality, racial discrimination, and economic disparity.
Look, like I told you, Argentina, Israel, and the United States voted against it. Now, let me make this clear. We know for a fact Argentina has a great population of Jewish people. Okay, and we know for a fact that Esau's starting to fuck with my phone. Here we go with this bullshit, man. And we know that the Jewish people run America. Okay? But let's continue. If y'all can still see it, Salakia. They froze my phone on my side. I can't even see nothing on this side. If y'all can still see it, Baba Gushal, somebody give me a thumbs up. Cause Esau been fucking with my streams for a while now, man. Freezing my phone and shit. If y'all can still see it, Baba Gushal, give me a thumbs up. Somebody, Baba Gushal. My time ain't even moving no more. Fuck. This man is the fucking devil. This man is the fucking devil. Okay, y'all can still see it? Okay, Khan, well, I mean, like The time is going on my shit, man. Let me see real quick. I can't. Hold on, you know what? Hold on, let me see this real quick. Hold on, let me try this. Okay, Con. I can see everything now. All right, okay, great. For water. This man's the damn devil, man. Let me see real quick, man. Salaki, y'all. Okay, Con. Salaki. All right, I'm gonna grab a precept on what we just saw. I ain't gonna play it again, man, because obviously Esau butt hurt. But let me grab this precept because when I saw that, this is one of the things that I thought about. This is one of the precepts that came to mind when I saw it. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3. And I'm going to start off at verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? So like, and all the coasts of Palestine, will ye recompense, so like, will you render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I turn your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my good pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might move them far from their border. So that's what they did. The Hamites, the Ishmaelites, that's what they did to the whole nation of Israel, man. Everybody's had a hand in our captivity, and now Esau's basically the other nations, and including Ham, because that was Ghana speaking. So now they realize basically the Lord's putting the spirit on them to realize that some type of judgment is going to be brought forth. So also too, this is what Yahushua did to America, the Jewish people in Argentina, and the people in our land. This is also what he did. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 16, verse 15. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world. Again, Sirach 16, verse 15. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, hardened Pharaoh, because the new Pharaoh is the you Edomites, you Babylonians, man. Y'all the new Pharaoh, y'all run the world. That he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world, because that's what the Lord want to do. The Lord want to show his might, his power, man. But now you got these heathen nations that want to actually try to recognize the slave trade as the true, the true H word, But it's too late, man. It's too late. It's too late. Okay, and this is another precept I want to grab on the Father's business. What is that? That's the book of Jeremiah. And Esau, man, you a true piece of shit, man. You always messing with my lives, man. Every time I try to go live, you do this shit, man. Every single time. Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 9. And I'm going to read verses 23 to 24. And I'm going to close out here, man. This man is the devil, man. Just can't stop. This man is the devil. Y'all can see me, but I can't see me. That's crazy, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorifieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me. Okay, because we understand and know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because again, our purpose, our mindset is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. We understand our lot. Okay, and again, our plan, our agenda, our purpose is the same purpose of Yahweh Yahushua, man. Okay, and also too, it comes to studying, researching, doing what we have to do to be locked in, and to also, when we're preaching and teaching the sheep, to know what the hell we're talking about, man. To make sure we're feeding the sheep What this man is the devil, man. But again, Jeremiah 9 verse 24. But let him that glorifieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. Man, so the Lord delights in, again, his purpose, which should be our purpose. And it also states in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the Lord loves those that dwell with wisdom. And where do we get that knowledge, that wisdom, and the understanding unlocked from? From Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Okay? And it also states in the book of Romans chapter 2, in the NLT, let me grab that real quick. We'll close out here. Because it's not something that we can do on our own steed. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has to do it. And furthermore, we should be praying to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to make this transition for us, man. So this is Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And I'm going to read this in the NLT. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world. So we're not supposed to be partaking having pleasure and delight in the philosophies, the structure, the blueprint of this world, man. Because the structure, the philosophy of this world is chaotic, man. Which is going to lead us to death. Is going to lead us to our demise, man. There's nothing righteous besides these words being professed and proclaimed and spoken by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai through the prophets, man. Okay? Do not conform to the pattern, so like do not copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let the Most High transfer you into a new person by changing the way you think. So, and that's something that you have to submit to, man. You know, you got to pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to continue to transition you into that righteous and lively stone that he intended you to be, man. And, you know, those that the Lord has chosen to receive that knowledge, that wisdom, that transformation are going to have the same purpose as the Lord. They're going to understand. Okay, again, another precept which is coming to mind, man. Proverbs 28, verse 5. Matter of fact, let's read that, Salakia. I know I said that was going to be the end, but hey, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, we here to eat, we here to learn, man. And this also proves that, you know, those that the Lord are dealing with, they're going to be about his purpose. This is Proverbs 28, verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai understand all things, man. So those that seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are going to understand all things, because those all things are Yahweh Yahushai's purpose. It's Yahweh Hashem. This man's a true piece of shit, man. True piece of shit, man. He done booted me out of my lesson 15 times, man. I'm going to read this again. Proverbs 28, verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai understand all things, man. Okay? Those people that seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai understand all things, man. Again, because they purpose, they will, they pleasure, they delight, what they love. Okay? It is of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? So I'm going to leave it right there, man, before this damn devil boot me back out. I don't want to wrap this out, man. I hope and I pray that this was edifying, uplifting and informative to the true sincere Aki and Akwa. So with that, I'm just going to say, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Passover coming up this Wednesday, man. And also, too, Salaki, Passover coming up this Wednesday. Don't just, detox yourself when the Passover comes over. That should be something that you should be doing, over and over again throughout the year, just like the Day of Atonement. Don't wait for the Day of Atonement to, repent for all your transgressions. That's something that you should be doing every day, man. We need to be spiritually and mentally and physically detoxing as much as possible, man. Okay, because things, man, look, when the Lord is really about to get funky, he's really about to start putting in work. The Lord is really about to start getting busy, man. So don't just do things because of certain high holy days, continuously to do those things throughout the year, man. And I say that to myself first and foremost before I say it to anybody. But I don't want to write this out. I hope and I pray this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to you, true sincere Aki wa Akwa. So with that, I'm just going to say, shalom. I can't even turn off my damn live, man. Can't even turn off my live.